Alright, so we're going to get cracking on the build. That's all our parts that we got from Asiatees. Got some GPM stuff, road tech. So, I'm going to start off with getting rid of those foams. Pop off the shock. And the upper arm, get the dog bone out of there. And we're going to take the steering knuckle out because we need to pull out the axle. If not, we could just junk all of this. And I was also thinking of using the hinge pins, which I'm not. So all this is almost pointless. Should have left that together. Main thing here is to get the bumper off. So we have 3 screws. Bumper falls out. And here we have the hinge pin holding the A-arm together. Pop off the steering stuff here. The connecting rod, and we're good to go. Now we're going to reassemble with the GPM parts. So I'm going to throw the A-arm in place. Fiddle with the hinge pin. Sometimes it's hard getting things lined up. Alright, so we're in there. Tap it through and we're good. Just throw the E-clip, or sorry, the C-clip on the opposite side, and that's done. Snap it on here. We can do the same on the other side. And now here for the C-hub. Throw that in place. Get the hinge pin. Try to get a C-clip out without dropping them. These guys are tiny. So one on both sides, locks that into place. Now we're ready for the steering knuckle, but first we got to pull the bearing out of the original plastic one, as well as the stub axle. I'm going to throw that in place here. So we have 1 screw, and again, thread lock. Make sure that it doesn't vibrate itself apart when we're going metal to metal. Throw in the existing, or the original bearings, axle, and we have a ball up top to close that. Or sorry, we have a screw up top to close everything together. The last setup was a ball. So now with the dog bone in place, we're ready to screw in the ball end for the control arm. Alright, so we're in, snap that into place. And now all we have left to do is connect the steering, which is done. Now onto the shocks. So what we're going to have to do here is remove the original hardware, which was a ball. Get that out, and the same up for the shock towers. The new one here is a Phillips countersunk Phillips. Holds everything in place. Get our spacer there, thread lock, and into the A-arm. Alright, so both sides are done. Get a quick look here. And now on to the rear. So upper control arm, shock is gone. Hinge pin. See how much simpler that was? Alright, so now I'm going to throw in the new A-arm with the hinge pin and the C-clips. This was a little bit of a pain to work through the roto start, but it is doable from the opposite side. Right, so make sure to put our shims between the knuckle, hinge pin, snap that into place. Now the bearings, you're going to throw in the stub axle, and we're done. Now we're going to do the same for the rear as we did for the front. Get rid of the stock hardware. Screw in the shock to the tower. Another screw for the bottom spacer and some thread lock. Alright, so we're going to finish that up off camera. And there you go. And the final part here. The roll bar handle. I guess that's what I mostly use it for. As you can tell by the fin of that motor, it doesn't do much in the way of keeping it from smashing. Alright, so thread lock, got a countersunk screw at the bottom, 1 more screw up top, and that is done. Let me get a closer look of everything. Nice and smooth. Looks clean. I know I get a lot of flack for doing all the aluminum stuff. I do RPM stuff as well, but the aluminum has a place in my heart, right? Nothing like a clean aluminum upgrade. Alright, so there's that handle. The front setup. Very clean. Still got some room for more aluminum, but for now, this is what we got on the rig. Give you a top view. If anything, I think that the roll bar now will probably have a little bit more protection to it. Stiffen things up anyways. Won't fold like the plastic one did. Alright, so that's the end of that, guys. Should have the running video soon. Thanks for watching. Please thumbs up and subscribe.